There are ships that retire gracefully. They go to the breakers, they give their steel to something new, they end with dignity. And then there are ships like this one. Ships that were simply left, forgotten in a corner of someone's yard while the world moved on without them. No ceremony, no record, just time. Her name is Edith May. She was built in Aberdeen in 1931. She fished the North Sea for 32 years, then spent the next 47 in this yard. I bought her for £1. I may have made a terrible mistake. The Edith May, official registration number SN447, was built at Hall Russell & Co. in Aberdeen during the winter of 1930 to 1931. She was 89 feet stem to stern with a beam of 21 feet and a gross tonnage of 148. Her triple expansion steam engine could push her to 10 knots in calm water. She was not a remarkable vessel by any measure that history records. She was simply a working boat, built to haul fish and survive the North Sea. And she did that for 3 decades before the economics of steam trawling made her obsolete almost overnight. The first thing you want to know about an iron ship is whether the steel is still good. You can see the rust from 50 yards away. What you can't see is what's underneath it. Iron like this, if it was built properly in 1931, the plate thickness would have been 3/8 of an inch. After 47 years of no maintenance, some of it isn't anymore. We had a vessel of unknown structural integrity, unknown mechanical condition, and we were about to discover unknown interior contents. Because nobody had opened the holds in 47 years, nobody knew what was inside. And that, as it turned out, was the detail that changed everything about this project. The deck of the Edith May was, in every meaningful sense, an archaeological site. What we were walking on wasn't just dirt and rust, it was time. 47 years of it, compacted into layers like sediment. The teak was a promising sign, but the real question, the question we'd been circling since we first viewed the vessel 3 weeks earlier, was what we'd find when we opened the main hatch and went below. This was the moment. This was when I almost walked away. Because what I was looking at, what was submerged in the bilge water of a ship I'd owned for 6 days, was something that had no business being there. It took 4.5 hours to get the hold dry enough to see. What we found at the bottom of the Edith May's main hold was something that the previous owner, who'd acquired the vessel in 1976 and promptly forgotten about her, either didn't know was there or had deliberately left behind.
Why is there a locked crate from 1958 in the hold of a ship that was last active in 1963? We debated opening it. Not for long. I'm not going to pretend we stood around deliberating for hours. But there was a moment, a genuine moment, where the weight of the discovery held us still. Whatever was in that crate had been in there for at least 60 years. In the dark, in the bilge water of an abandoned ship. But whatever it was, it had survived. All right, let's find out what we bought. Navigation instruments. A complete set. Sextant, parallel rules, compass, dividers, and a logbook. The Aberdeen Fisheries Authority had apparently collected a set of navigation instruments from retired trawlers in 1958, a historical preservation effort that appears nowhere in any public record we could find. How they ended up sealed in the hold of the Edith May, we still don't entirely know.
There's a moment in every project like this, and I've spoken to enough restoration workers to know it's universal, where the scale of what you've taken on becomes real. Not in the abstract sense of knowing it intellectually, but in the physical sense of standing in the bilge of a 93-year-old iron ship in November with a wet pump, a mysterious crate, and approximately 0 professional training in ship restoration. I'm a carpenter. I know wood. I know joinery. I know how to make things that were broken become whole again. But iron is different. Steel is different. A 90-foot iron hull is... This is different. But I've read the logbook now. I know where she's been. I know what she survived. The North Sea in winter. 2 world wars. 3 different owners. And then 47 years of being left behind. She survived all of that. The least I can do is try. We came back the next week with a structural surveyor, 4 tons of equipment, and a plan. The plan lasted approximately 40 minutes before we discovered the first major problem. So, the engine. He steps aside to review. The triple expansion steam engine, still in place, covered in 47 years of rust and debris. Structurally intact. It's all here. Every single part. Which is either very good news or the most expensive kind of good news. We'll find out next week. Next time, we bring you the experts. And you tell us something about this engine that nobody expected.
There is a moment in every project like this